Hello, so I am here at Hayling Island and I've just got the new Quick Mount Aero Mid Quick Mount SLS Carbon Mast, which I've been very excited about because I don't like putting foils together. Leashes and putting together foils is my pet hate of winging, and kiting is putting the lines, and if the lines get tangles, that's the worst bit about winging. There's been a quick mount, an aluminium quick mount by Duotone for quite a while now. But this is the carbon version, and at first grab it's pretty light, but what I wanted to do in this video, if the camera follows me, is do a weigh-in. So I think it's in the middle of these three. So what I've got here is 382 Duotone masts. If I kneel you can maybe see them. I've got three different carbon masts here from Duotone. I've got the standard SLS, which doesn't have the quick mount. I've got the new Aero Mid 82 quick mount, and then my favourite for like proper winging is the D Lab, which is the same as the Team Edition, the collab from Fanatic, which is a bit faster than most of the others. But after this video, I'm going to use them on the water and tell you the actual on the water experience. But looking at it and looking at the profile, I think it's basically the same as the SLS. It's just the weight advantage is obviously going to be quite big. So yeah, let's do a weigh-in. So turn on these are my packaging scales from the shop. So the standard SLS, make sure it doesn't touch anything. Standard SLS 82 is just done, it's 1.8 kilos. It's 1794 grams. 1794 grams. That is the standard SLS 82. Zero that. The quick mount with the base on, the aluminium base, which is glued to the carbon. It's basically the same. I thought it was lighter. 1798 is where it stopped. Let's just do that again. I thought it was lighter. 1796. It's like 2 grams lighter. 2 grams lighter than the standard, but obviously has the features of the quick mount. And then just so everyone knows, the Aero Slim D 82, which should be the lightest, is just over 1.5. So it's like 200 grams, just over 250, 260 grams lighter. So 1536 grams is the Aero D Lab. So that's the lightest. It's also the softest mast, and it has a restriction on, I think it's a meter span on the wing, just because they don't want too much load going through the connection, because it is a thinner profile foil, which is why it's faster and has less drag. And you do notice quite a performance difference when you use this, but unfortunately it can't be used on the really big light wind wings like the massive glides or the really big whizzes. But the really good thing about this quick mount, and it's the same as the standard, is it will take all masts and every mast. Oh, this isn't the right one. the quick mount carbon, this one here. So it has this single key at the rear, which I think, I haven't actually rotated this, I've literally just taken it out of the box. So it rotates round. I'll do a full video in a minute once I've used it. And this is the aluminium plate, and that's very light. So that plate is, I can show you, 254 grams, 255 grams is just the aluminium plate. So you can buy spares of these, although they're very hard to get hold of at the moment because everyone wants these. If you've got multiple boards, you've got maybe a light wind board and a high wind board, like a small board, or maybe what I'm going to use this for is foil drive. So I'll leave this bolted onto my foil drive board, my small specialist board. Leave that on there, and then basically I can have this mast, or maybe I've got other masts, different lengths, and basically other way around. It basically clips in the front, goes into that latch, slide it back, and then do up the bolt at the back, and it does click. So yeah, there's a point where it sits in a little knob and it goes click, yeah, like that, and then it's there, and then there we go. So that's the Duotone SLS Aero Mid. This is the 82, but it comes in a 70, 75 and a 90 quick mount, and it's basically a glued seam inside that head. And yeah, looking forward to it. I'm going to go out this afternoon and I'll give you some feedback on how it feels in the water, but I suspect it's very similar to the SLS, so it's a bit stiffer, which is really good for pump foiling, yeah, anything where you're using big foils and you want full direct feeling and you're not doing as much carving. It's only when you're going super high speeds or you're trying to do aggressive carving, then a slightly softer mast. But also heavier riders, the stiffer mast is also better. But yeah, cool. Hope you enjoy it.